Oh,
What's
I thought you
up,
were
Billy?
taking a picture.
What's up, everybody? So here I am with Billy, the barber. How have you been, Billy? What's new in your life?
Shoot, better than I ever been, and my best is yet to come. I'm telling you though, like how we were just talking about earlier, the amount of joy and happiness and motivation I have experienced these past 3 years since I've been clean was worth every second of that withdrawal. I'm telling you that right now.
That's awesome. I like your hat. What does your hat say?
Lost in Phoenix.
Oh yeah, that's cool, man. You had it on today. That's a trip, huh?
Yeah, I was cleaning out my truck and
You found it?
found it. It was underneath all the debris.
All the
It's like I
mayhem.
came up on a new hat all over again. It's like when you lend somebody money and then you forget you lend them the money, then they end up paying you back. And it's like, dang, you feel like you come up on some cash. Watch this. Turn this a little bit.
What have you been back home?
To Albuquerque?
Yeah.
No, but I plan on going back in October to go to the Bloom Fiesta.
That's when
I'm gonna take my girlfriend out there.
Nice.
Show her the Bloom Fiesta.
That's when all those air balloons.
Yeah, different shapes. They light up. They usually go up at night, and then you see them every morning too.
Okay, cool.
And like I said, bro, none of this would ever happen if I never made the decision to get sober. And I'm not saying it's easy, because if it was easy, I would have done it a long time ago. But I can't stress. And when I see you interviewing random people on the streets, it really frustrates me, because I want them to feel what I feel today. And nothing's worse than wasted potential. There's so much potential out there. You had interviewed somebody, you said, if you wasn't doing blues, what would you be doing? What do you say? He said, I don't know, I'd be Bruce Lee or John Wick. And mostly everybody probably thought he was joking. Everybody probably laughed behind their screens, but I took him seriously. You really could be John Wick. Ever since I got sober 3 years ago, I strive to be the best man I was yesterday. And the only person I am in competition with is the man I look at in the mirror. And that's a big what do they call it? When you're going up against someone, that's one hell of a competition, because I have high expectations in myself.
You're starting
just like how great you are at. Oh yeah, thank you. I try to be great in something good now, whether if that is physically, mentally, or spiritually, and it all starts spiritually for me. I give all glory to God, and never underestimate the power of prayer. And if you don't believe in God, pray to something you don't believe in. Watch your life change.
just stay busy, right? Occupy yourself, right?
Yeah.
Find a hobby, go to the gym.
For me, it's not really just about staying busy. It's also about getting back what I lost, rebuilding all the bridges I burned down. Build some self-esteem.
That's
When at first, it's to those that are, that are just gonna get sober or thinking about getting sober. It's nothing's gonna happen just drastically. Like how you saw little Betito right now. You're like, dang, he's getting big. Man, that's just off doing 100 push-ups every day. He didn't have to freaking bench 2 plates. All he did was doing 100 push-ups every day. For me, when I first got sober, I just made little goals. Like, I don't know, make my bed every morning. With God bless my grandma's heart, I was able to be under her care, when I was detoxing. But if you're on the streets, man, that's no excuse either. Pick up the cigarette butts, do something different. If you stay sober and you're on the streets and you're sober, I bet you won't be on the streets much longer.
absolutely. Yeah, no, that's your journey. That's where you're at. You're doing a lot better than what you were, right? You keep improving, keep giving yourself some goals, right?
Yeah, improving, and also when you have accomplished something, it's important to also help someone out who is trying to accomplish the same thing you have already accomplished. So the people that are on the streets, man, there's other people that are gonna come after you that need you.
Yeah, and these are all things you've learned on your own, right? And going to meetings and just basically making the most of recovery, right?
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I haven't been in meetings in probably like a couple months. No, actually, when was August? In a month, I had for my 3rd year anniversary. They had one of the meetings I would always go to, called me, and I went up to the podium and spoke a little bit. I kind of got nervous, I ain't gonna lie, but I feel like, I don't know, I think I should have worked the program for me to speak at those meetings, but I went up and spoke anyways, just to share God's glory. And yeah. But I remember too, bro, when I was in and out of detox facilities, there was people from the program that would go into those facilities and speak, and they would share their testimony, their story, and it would make me think and realize that, damn, this is really possible. There's actually hope. There's people that did just as much blues as I did. Well, actually, at the time, blues wasn't popular, but it's the same thing. Me smoking blues for 7 years straight, and it really gave me hope. And I remember going to a Suboxone place. I was trying to get put on a Suboxone program, and then I had like this little plan laid out for myself where I'll get on the Suboxones, and then I'll wean myself off the Suboxones, and then once all the Suboxones are out of my system, I was gonna go get on the shot, get on that for a month, and then we're gonna do some self-building within that time frame when I'm on the Vivitrol shot. Anyways, I went to this Suboxone place, and the lady, they're evaluating me, and they basically told me, oh, the amount of abuse you did to your body is you probably have to be on Suboxones for the rest of your life. And me being so stubborn, I said, yeah, all right, we'll see, lady. And I walked out of that place. A lot of times my stubbornness didn't really get me anywhere, but I'm glad me being stubborn worked out in my favor that day, because if I would have listened to that lady, I would probably been on Suboxone to this day. But it was because of the people that I have met in the AA program who shared their story with me, made me think that it was possible. And I always looked at it like I was fighting in the ring, or I was playing some kind of sport, and I was just getting my ass kicked all the damn time. And that's why I'm so thankful for my mother. She had me in sports as a young age, in boxing and football, and I had developed that self-confidence within myself. So I was always confident that I was able to beat this demon that was holding me back.
There's nothing holding you back now?
Nothing. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect. There's like sometimes I'll get out of character, or I'll let my emotions get the best of me, but it is a lot better from now than from 3 years ago. There's sometimes I like to, it's just new levels, new devils. Sometimes I like to eat Wingstop and stuff, and if I'm trying to be healthy and reshape my body, I can't be eating Wingstop all the time, or some fries, or In-N-Out. That's about it though.
You're
nothing compared to fentanyl though.
Right. You seem to be connected with your spiritual side too, right? How's that going?
It's going good, bro. I pray every day, and whenever someone needs a helping hand, I try to be there for them. And I try to pretty much stay in God's will, whatever His will is for me. What is God's will for me? I don't know, but I know what it's not. I know when I wake up the next morning feeling depressed, and it puts me into active addiction and a chronic relapse mode. And I know when I'm lazy, I end up regret being lazy. If I sleep in, I tell myself like, damn, I just slept in. I just wasted half the day. And like I said, bro, I don't know what God's will is for me. I just know what it isn't. Speaking of the power of prayer, looking back, when I was in the streets, I remember praying, asking God to remove this demon that I had just holding me in a chokehold. And looking back, the more I prayed, I remember my life just kept on getting worse. Like the withdrawals got worse. I ended up sleeping at Walmart, ended up sleeping in my car, ended up panhandling, asking for money on the streets, taking bird showers in the bathroom, and until I finally realized it wasn't for me. So don't underestimate the power in prayer. For me, it wasn't He just made my life change overnight. It was definitely like a sequence of events that kind of motivated me more to make that change.
And it's progress, right? It's not a destination. You just keep going and going and going, right?
Yeah, exactly. Until that day comes, and you look back, and you didn't turn yourself into your favorite superhero. You see? Show the fade. Jeez. Yeah, you can see it a little bit. But yeah. I may not impact a lot of people, but all I really hope is to impact just that one person, because they may impact a lot of people, or who knows, I may impact the whole world. Just like that guy said, man, you could be John Wick. So I could have been John Wick. Shit, you still can. And he said he likes to cut hair.
Yeah, the barber.
Like, bro, if you already have a skill, you'll take flight even quicker.
Yo, true.
But definitely, the spirituality is something big to me, and it's more than just praying. It's also being a helping hand to someone. Because in all reality, shit, we all need help. It's not just people on the streets that are messed up. We're all messed up. The key is to overcome whatever's messed up and help the next person out.
Yeah, we're all human. We're all defective. We have issues. We just try to improve and get better every day, right?
Yeah.
Some people just have better coping mechanisms, right? Some people are able to overcome obstacles a little bit easier, a little bit quicker. Right?
Yeah. Definitely find a coping skill, bro. I mean, I'm so messed up in the head. I go to Muay Thai, I go to boxing, I do strength conditioning, I like to run. And people always ask me too, they're like, man, you don't get exhausted? Like, bro, I was knotted out for 7 years, bro. Exhaustion isn't even in my vocabulary, bro. I wasted so much time, and time is my best friend. And I try to use it to the best to my advantage.
Makes sense.
Sometimes during the week, well, like on a Wednesday, sometimes Mondays during the day it'll be slow because everybody's at work, and I use that time to to learn something new, whether if it's something about the biology or anatomy or learning a new language. I talked about teaching myself Spanish because I'm the only one in my family that doesn't know Spanish. So just challenging myself physically or mentally, not just physically. And just improving myself, mind, body, and spirit, exercising my mind, body, and spirit. That's pretty much how I was able to develop that solid foundation to not only getting sober but staying sober. Because getting sober is easy, it's staying sober. That's going to require work.
Billy, I think you're doing a great job. You're being consistent. You're.
When was our first interview? About like 2 years ago, right?
Long time
like,
ago.
Oh yeah, it was like a year. I was a year sober when you interviewed me.
Yeah.
I wasn't playing.
No, here you are, right? A total of 3 years sober, and you keep growing, you keep improving, keep making strides to live the life that you deserve, right? That you want, right?
Yeah.
So very proud of you, man. So thank you for your consistency. Thank you for your words of wisdom, and we'll be talking very soon, okay?
All glory to God.